Yo, what is going on, guys? It's MajinSaiyanPride here, and I'm back with.
Posh is for.
And today we're going to be discussing actually a very interesting topic, in our opinion at least, and I'm pretty sure most of you out there, the potential of KEFLA in Dragon Ball Super, which is, if you didn't know, is the fusion of KEFLA and Kale, and basically like where we see KEFLA going after the Tournament of Power, KEFLA, the potential of KEFLA after the Tournament of Power, the potential of Kale after the Tournament of Power, and basically how strong they could be a character in Dragon Ball Super, and basically giving our thoughts on KEFLA versus Ultra Instinct Goku in episode 116 to come this week. So that's really all it is. I guess I'll be the one to start it off. So looking at Dragon Ball Super episode 115, preferably the end, we did see that KEFLA and Goku were facing off against each other. It looked like Goku was having a really hard time against KEFLA. Considering Goku, you have to look at the fact that he's not at full power, considering he just got done using the Ultra Instinct against Jiren. So he's not at full power. He doesn't have all his energy back. But despite that, he was still having a very hard time against KEFLA. And at the end of the episode, we see Goku go Ultra Instinct. And a lot of people are actually, believe it or not, they're really infuriated that KEFLA is able to, easily, I guess you could say, defeat a Super Saiyan God and a Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku like it was nothing. So, Poshers, what do you have to say about that? Like, what's your thoughts on Goku being defeated so easily against KEFLA?
I think, honestly, it's very reasonable that he was able to be defeated.
Same.
Champa, and I think Cerberus mentioned, definitely at least Champa, that Goku is pretty much deteriorating in like stamina and stuff, where he could not handle being in Blue and Kaioken. Any kind of little hit to him did massive damage because he could not handle the form. And it's that I just definitely see where people are coming from, I guess. Just simply they're basing the power just on Blue of what it's been in the past, but you gotta understand that he is not ready to be in that form yet. Definitely in Kaioken, which drains your stamina in general.
Definitely.
And they even said, Beerus, that like he had to finish it in one blow, otherwise he was done. And he ended up messing up, of course, and then got hit once, which knocked him out of his Blue form and everything, which I thought was reasonable because he was just on the brink.
Yeah, he's so out of power that it basically, like you said, anything that touches him, any hit that he takes, whether it's just a simple ki blast, it'll literally, affect him to the point where it's like he's about to lose. And I did see that KEFLA was like, okay, I'm going to knock you out the stage now, or I'm going to throw you off the stage. I don't know the exact words. And then Goku got up and said, no, I'm not finished yet. And that was when we saw the rebirth of Ultra Instinct Goku, which I'm pretty sure a lot of fans went crazy for, considering it's probably the most form right now. I'm pretty sure Ultra Instinct is literally the most loved form right now in the Dragon Ball community. So, my thing is, moving on to KEFLA, the potential of Kale, and KEFLA, I actually think it was a pretty cool idea to let them fuse. I mean, I see where Akira Toriyama's going with it, where he's like, oh, well, Goku and Vegeta can fuse, and they're Saiyans, so KEFLA and Kale should be able to fuse because they're Saiyans. And a lot of people have to, honestly, from this point on, look at it as whatever Vegeta and Goku can do, KEFLA and Kale can do it maybe 10 times better. So basically, whatever Vegito could do, I guess KEFLA could do better. We've seen crazy fights from Vegito, like when he was fighting Merge Zamasu and, Gohan absorbed Majin Buu. But KEFLA, it seems like KEFLA can maybe put out just a little bit more power and energy than Vegito can, because we've all seen, the final Kamehameha and the Super Saiyan Blue and the Super Saiyan. We've seen it all from Vegito, but it's like to see a new fusion, and from the two first ever female Super Saiyans at that, and the first ever female fusion is crazy. It's like we always thought it was going to be Pan, but here we are with Kali and KEFLA, and it's crazy how much damage and output they can do to a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and a Super Saiyan God Goku and a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. And if they could do this to Goku, just imagine what they could do to someone like Gohan or Vegeta or, you know, Piccolo, Android 17, Android 18. Like, it's crazy. It's to the point where it seems like KEFLA never runs out of stamina. Like, literally, it's like Goku will launch an attack, KEFLA will somewhat dodge it, and then KEFLA will just, you know, spam Goku with attacks that Goku can't even stop because obviously he doesn't have energy. But it's like KEFLA's not getting tired. And it could be because of the combined stamina of Kale and KEFLA, but it's still crazy what they can do. Now, I don't know what you think about KEFLA, which I actually would love to know. What do you think about KEFLA at this point? Like, are you in love with the fusion? Do you not really care for her? Do you feel like she's overhyped? Like, how do you feel about KEFLA?
I really like the fusion, and I feel like it's not overhyped. I feel like it's kind of like, how would you say it, like underhyped? It's that a lot of people hate it. Yeah. A lot of people hate it, and I think it's just that people don't like the power of KEFLA and Kale, saying that they're like too strong and stuff. But like, people have made points in the past multiple times where it's just Universe 6 Saiyans and Universe 7 Saiyans are just different, where Universe 6 Saiyans were allowed to grow and stuff on their home planet, where Universe 7 Saiyans, anybody who got too strong was pretty much just out, killed. So it just makes more sense that they are more, I guess, developed and able to do stuff quicker. And I feel like KEFLA definitely goes with that case, and Kale is just a little bit more of a special case, I guess. I think people are comparing her a little bit too much to Broly. While she is definitely based on him, her power and everything is definitely not on the same scale as Broly. It's the same transformation in look, but it's not the same transformation in power. And then that mixed with the fusion with obviously the Berserker controlled form. It's just Broly, but I think a lot better. And then the fusion, I feel like, is a great idea, honestly. Seeing the fusion back in Dragon Ball Super and seeing it in the Tournament of Power with those two, I think was an incredible idea. And I really like the idea of it, and seeing what other gods, destruction and stuff can do with their universes with the Potara earrings. You know?
Yeah. Well, I personally love the fusion of KEFLA and KEFLA, and I actually don't have a problem with how strong they are. I do honestly feel like it does make sense that they could overpower Goku for a few reasons. One is because you have to look at the main thing. Goku has no energy right now. He literally just got done fighting the strongest person in the Tournament of Power, and being pushed to his limit with Ultra Instinct and losing all that energy and power really put him at a weakened state. And then on top of that, you also have to look at the fact that KEFLA's two Saiyans, two people going up against Goku by himself. Now, if it was Vegito and KEFLA was overpowering Vegito like that, then it would be a different story. Of course, I would be like, well, KEFLA's too overpowered. Vegito has more experience. Vegito should easily be able to beat KEFLA, but it's not. No one's there to help Goku. Goku's on his own right now. And you have to look at the fact that Goku is by himself with no energy going up against, technically speaking, two people by himself. It's a 2v1 fight. So you can't expect Goku to be like, oh, I'm gonna end this quickly, because that's not gonna happen. Now, I do know eventually that fusion's gonna stop. If Goku and Vegeta are limited to an hour with the Potara fusions because they're not gods, then it should be the same for KEFLA, because KEFLA is not a god. And in that case, they only have an hour as well. But as we know, an hour in Dragon Ball is like 7-8 episodes, as we saw that 5 minutes on Planet Namek was forever. So basically, it's crazy. But I have to look at the potential of KEFLA and say, wow, the potential of the characters of Kale, and KEFLA, and even Kaba, considering he's a Universe 6 Saiyan and he was able to achieve Super Saiyan 2 like Kale and Caulifla were able to do. It's crazy because, well, I can't really say Kale because Kale really technically didn't achieve Super Saiyan 2. I counted as Super Saiyan 2 as her Mastered Berserker form, but I'm pretty sure most Dragon Ball fans wouldn't count that as Super Saiyan 2. So to see the potential of Caulifla and Kale is crazy because we've never seen Saiyans so strong without that much training. We literally were just introduced to Caulifla and Kale like maybe 10, 11 episodes ago when we first saw Kaba talk to them in Universe 6, and they barely have any training for this tournament, and they've already surpassed, if you want to say, Goku's God form in just their regular Super Saiyan 2 and Master Berserker forms. It's crazy. And I'm not going to lie, I do see Caulifla achieving Super Saiyan 3 before the Tournament of Power is over. If Universe 6 doesn't get destroyed quickly over the next few months, I do see Caulifla achieving Super Saiyan 3. I do see Kale furthering her Master Berserker powers to the point that it's just unbearable for everyone in the Tournament of Power. And it's just crazy. But what do you think about the potential of Caulifla and Kale? Where do you see them going as Dragon Ball Super characters? Like, what do you think?
I definitely think that it's going to be further after the Tournament of Power, where Vegeta has made hints and stuff where his wish for the Super Dragon Balls is to resurrect Universe 6, because I feel like they definitely wouldn't just get rid of Universe 6 like that, because like we've been exposed to them more and more, and just losing them just like that would be just kind of, I don't know, just odd, because we've seen so much development with them and a whole bunch of stories that we want to continue to see. Definitely like Hit, Kaba, and of course Caulifla and Kale. And I definitely feel like what you said is right, that Caulifla is gonna definitely get Super Saiyan 3 at the end of this tournament, rather it be, I don't know, in their fusion, which I don't know about that, but like after they split up after a certain amount of time, maybe Caulifla is able to keep fighting because she goes Super Saiyan 3. The only thing I don't agree with KEFLA is she made a mention in the last episode asking Goku, is like, oh, don't you want to see me become blue? And I'm like, I feel like it's a little bit of a stretch is all I'm gonna say, for her to become blue. I feel like she needs proper training for that. I know they're, like I've said, there are different Saiyans and stuff. Really agree with them becoming blue or not? Do you?
I would honestly not mind seeing other Saiyans reach Super Saiyan Blue. It's getting really old to the point where we only see Goku and Vegeta achieving new forms. Like, I know in the Dragon Ball community, people are always complaining that certain characters don't get screen time. Like, people that were really relevant and strong back in the Dragon Ball Z days aren't relevant now, such as Gohan, Piccolo, Android 17, Android 18, Krillin, Tien Shinhan. All these people that could be getting screen time and becoming stronger along with Goku and Vegeta are, just becoming background characters. So I wouldn't mind seeing Caulifla and Kale, or KEFLA, if you want to say that as well, or even Gohan achieving Super Saiyan Blue, because it would give us new light on the show. It would show us that anything is possible in Dragon Ball Super, which that's the way it should be. Our imagination should be able to run wild with Dragon Ball Super as fans. And I feel like if they were to achieve it, it would be okay, because if you remember correctly, give me a sec. Actually, never mind. Super Saiyan Blue actually is really just learning to not to let your ki leak out. That's all it really is. Just to learn to control your ki, because as we saw, when Goku and Vegeta were put in the God Time Chamber, they weren't able to move until they learned how to hold their ki inside without letting it leak from their bodies. And me personally, I don't know how everybody else feels, but I don't feel like Super Saiyan Blue is a form that you achieve through tough training or through years of training or anything like that. I honestly feel like if you put anybody in that time chamber that Goku and Vegeta went in and let Goku and Vegeta just tell them, all you have to do is just don't let your ki leak out, I feel like anyone could achieve that form. Because honestly, if you think about it, Super Saiyan Blue is really overhyped. It's really not that great of a form, to be honest. I've honestly never seen Goku and Vegeta win a fight using Super Saiyan Blue. Never.
You have a point.
Not once. Unless you want to count when Vegeta fought Golden Frieza. But that really doesn't count because
he still lost.
Frieza was already weak, and on top of that, he still lost because Frieza destroyed the planet and killed Vegeta. So, the form is weak. I'm not gonna say I don't like the form because I love what they did, how it's just the God Ki going on top of Super Saiyan. But basically, I don't know. Can you honestly, Poshis, say that you've seen Goku and Vegeta win one fight with Super Saiyan Blue?
No, I mean, they come close, but always something seems to
Still not win. I can honestly say the closest I've ever seen Goku come, or even Vegeta come, to winning with Super Saiyan Blue would honestly be, if you want to count, for Goku, it would be going up against Golden Frieza, because he really did have an edge during that fight when Frieza ran out of stamina. So technically speaking, he did win in Super Saiyan Blue until he got shot with a laser beam by Sorbet. But then, if you want to count Vegeta's moment, it could be when you say when he one-shot Kaba in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. But then again, you can't really say that because Kaba wasn't strong enough to take that punch. If he would have did that against someone like Hit or someone like Goku, they would have easily took that punch and gave Vegeta a challenge. And as we saw, Hit one-shotted Vegeta technically because Vegeta didn't get not one hit on Hit. So it's kind of, I don't know. But KEFLA, if the fusion of Caulifla and Kale were to achieve Super Saiyan Blue, I could honestly see the form becoming relevant just because it's a fusion. And it's not far-stretched either, because we did see back in Dragon Ball Z, Goten and Trunks were not capable of becoming Super Saiyan 3 on their cells because lack of training. But when they fused into Gotenks and training a few days in the time chamber, they were easily able to achieve Super Saiyan 3 because of the power that they were able to hold in a fusion of both of their powers being, added together. So I can honestly say I see KEFLA achieving Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan Blue in this fight.
I guess you do make a good point. Definitely with the Gotenks thing. I never even thought of that. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you. We're at 21 minutes.
Well, I guess that'll wrap the video. So, if you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to drop a like. Comment down below on what you guys think the potential of KEFLA could be in Dragon Ball Super, as well as Caulifla, Kale, and Kaba. Check the links in the description below for Poshis' channel, as well as his description for my channel link, so that you can subscribe to both of us. We both post amazing content, Dragon Ball related, and it would be amazing if you guys could check us out. Poshis, you have anything else to say before we wrap it up?
Don't underestimate KEFLA.
Don't underestimate KEFLA. There we go. So with that being said, we'll see each and every single one of you guys in the next one.